Welcome to Vet Zone, where passion for animals, science, and medicine lives. Vaccinating the Un-Vaccinatable. Imagine a story. Earth's population faces extinction from a predator that takes no prisoners. Every fortress invaded, the population dies, to the last individual. No survivors, no mercy, and no solution. Then an outsider steps forth from obscurity with a gift providing hope. Sounds like a great novel, doesn't it? In some ways, the story likens itself to the Marvel movie Doctor Strange, who performs the impossible to turn back time and provide an answer when all seems lost. Two superhero women from the University of Helsinki hold similar powers and are working to stop extinction. Extinction of whom? Well, honeybees specifically, but due to the bees' importance in the global food chain and the web of life, perhaps these two scientists are helping to protect mankind from extinction as well. Dr. Salmela holds degrees in biotechnology and genetics, while Dr. Freitag's superpowers are in ecology and molecular biology. Together, these two are accomplishing the unaccomplishable: to vaccinate a honeybee. Now, you may think that the implausibility of this lies in how to inject a vaccine into a bee's shoulder and both survive the process. The delivery of the vaccine is not the hurdle. Shakespeare's quote takes a literal stance with "sweet are the uses of adversity." Like the 1960s sugar cube polio vaccine, the honeybee vaccine is delivered orally in a sugary treat. The obstacle is that insects don't make antibodies. In general, we deliver vaccines to an organism to stimulate the adaptive immune system. This leads to the formation of immunoglobulins specific to the pathogen. However, if you can't make an antibody, then how would a vaccine work? The assumed answer has been that vaccines wouldn't work in insects. And for a long time, this situation posed no problems. Fewer insects? Sounds nice, and cuts down on my exterminator bill, right? Well, in the 90s, when bees and butterflies began noticeably disappearing, the broader ramifications of fewer insects began to become apparent. As foul brood rose as one of the underlying causes of global bee disappearance, the search for a solution began. The situation has been and remains bleak. The bacterium is gram-positive and as such can form spores which survive for over 50 years. Foul brood spore form resists both freezing and extreme heat. Scientists have found it around the globe, and due to the destructive nature of this bacterium, once infected, burning the entire hive presents itself as the best first choice. A couple of antibiotic options exist, but resistance has been documented. Treatment of a colony is challenging, and often starting from scratch can be best. With an adversary like this, innovation and stretching the boundaries of possibility become necessary. The solution originated with a compound as fascinating as the vaccine. Vitellogenin refers to a variety of lipoglycoproteins essential for the early development stages within many species. For chickens and fish, vitellogenin acts as a precursor for most proteins in the yolk. Being an ancient protein, this is used across many species, and humans have a related compound utilized within their own growth. In honeybees, vitellogenin resides within their head and abdomen, helping regulate both social interactions and their aging rate. Within queen bees, this protein also holds an ability of immune protection. If a queen bee eats foul brood bacteria, the antigen is bound to vitellogenin. As the vitellogenin antigen complex is passed on to her subsequent eggs, the new hatchlings recognize the foul brood bacteria as a foreign invader, faster and more efficiently. By exposing the queen to foul brood antigen, her progeny develop an effective immune response to the bacteria and thus have hope against one cause of colony collapse disorder. If you are a beekeeper listening to this podcast, the vaccine currently to be trademarked as Prime B remains in development. An optimistic ETA sits at 4 to 5 years from now. So honeybees, keep your tarsal claws crossed as we Homo sapiens are keeping our fingers crossed. You are part of the key to our long-term survival on this precious blue planet of ours. Thank you for listening.